Come, sit on the porch with me and listen to my ramblings. Completely unscripted, so just as if we were sitting on the porch together, with long pauses and imperfections. That's the topic of the day. Imperfections. So yesterday I was in town and spent a little bit of time with the husband of the local tattooist Mahi. I'm trying to recall his name. It was a foreign name, so it's not kind of like Eric, but it was something else. But it kind of had the same Ikant. I think that's what it was. Or Ekant. Anyway, moving on. He was critiquing my work. And as all of you know, I am my own worst critic, as most artists are. And I'm not scared of critiquing. I welcome it. I think that critique it can be hard to swallow sometimes, but it makes us better artists. I remember one of my good friends and men that I was with, Skip. He was in his master's program of art, and he would talk about how hard the critiques, and they were just gruesome. And this morning I woke up and saw on Facebook one of the musicians that I have tattooed, Ed Hamill, spent the day on the set of Ink Masters. So, of course, again, I was like, oh my God. The first thing I thought was one of my tattoos was actually there on the set. Something that I have tattooed was there on the set of Ink Masters, and how cool. And then the worry of, oh my God, I bet you they picked that piece apart. I don't know how, I haven't seen it. How did it heal up? Is it, oh no, I hope all the lines are good, and I hope that, they didn't completely dog my work and convince him that he needed to get it covered up. I always strive to do the best I can do. And it means a lot to me to do pieces as perfectly as I can do them. But ultimately, art is not perfect. Humans are not perfect. Perfection is something that we strive for, but is it possible? Perfection? I don't think so. Near perfection, yes. Complete and total perfection? I don't know. But I do believe that tattoos on our bodies are, well, for me, spiritual symbols of, whether, I don't want to use the word spiritual because there's so many people that are against even having anything to do with being spiritual, but they're meaningful. It's something that means something that's on your body. It's not a symbol of perfection, which has become a fad. Well, I don't know about a fad, but with social media and Instagram and Facebook posting extreme skill and amazing tattoos that I will stare at and it just boggles the mind. And you just wonder, oh my God, these people are, where do they come from? There's a common thread for pieces like this. I think number one is money. You can't expect to spend $100 on a masterpiece. 2, time. You can't expect to spend even a 4-hour session, which is a lot of time for most. You can't expect that kind of art instantly. It's gonna take time. Sessions, probably many sessions. 3, space. If you notice some of these pieces, how much space they take up. You can't do a masterpiece in the size of a softball. There's just not enough space on skin. I mean, painting is completely different. You've got these teeny tiny little paintbrushes and, you know, you don't have to worry about the skin moving, well, the canvas moving, and there's so many different factors on skin. It's a whole different medium than on paper. So, yeah, space. You have to have the space to do a masterpiece like that. What are you doing, Sophie? Well, can you please be careful? You want to say hello to the YouTube world? I am not exploiting my child. She is just amazingly cute. But I'm not exploiting her. She just happens to be in the film. So, to keep this on the shorter end rather than the longer end, I will say ciao and bid you farewell. Until next time. May all your tattoos be amazing.